Oh,
This is everything else. Yeah, this is everything else. Yeah.
Oh! Oi, she mateys and she blows. Welcome to another episode of Everything Else. I am one half of the show. I am Marcus the Grand Finale, and I'm joined by not one, not two, all three faces of Jamal, who's really dark right now. May need better lighting. I just realized this now.
they don't need to see my face. They
You
don't
want to
need
see my face? Nah, you can't see it.
It's,
You
it's,
look like
because, it's because the beard is gone. So that's why the beard is
it looks
gone.
like a witness protection program, which we're just hiding your face. We're going like, and we're gonna change the voice. I'm pathetic. Someone.
No. I'm gonna sound like Kane '98 when he had the fucking.
No. Yeah. I shall get revenge.
I was a burn victim, but I can clearly talk.
Why do you need this game? But we're just not to go into Kane's entire life. Let's go into current wrestling and what's going on. Our thumbnail suggests we're going to talk about AEW Impact Wrestling's Against All Odds, where they crowned a new champion after only a few days. Few defenses time. Steve Maclin has lost the Impact title to long-withstanding basically the Dolph Ziggler of Impact Wrestling, Alex Shelley, who's been around a long time, 20 years or so more in the business, never won a world title, is now the Impact Wrestling champion. Jamal, how did you feel about this result or an indie?
All respect goes to Alex Shelley. He deserves everything that is coming to him.
Oh, dang. This is an all due respect. There always comes some disrespect.
This is an all due respect. This is an all due respect thing. I love Alex Shelley. I love the Motor City Machine Guns. I love what they've done for tag team wrestling. I mean, think about it like this. The main event just beat the Motor City Machine Guns, who I think it was Midas Black that pinned Alex Shelley, who is now the Impact World Champion. So, you know what I mean? Give that man a shot. Where's the main event? Give the main event a shot at Impact. Get them boys on TV. It's the main event.
This is why I don't have my guys wrestle on the indies, Jamal. This is why you don't wrestle on the indies. They lose on the indies. And then people can say they have claim to your title. No.
But no, I think the title run that Steve Maclin had was way, way too short. I believe that Impact Wrestling doesn't believe in Maclin. I was seeing how his build up to become the champion was more better than his actual title run type stuff. So it's just I don't agree with him dropping the title so soon. I think that he could have defended it. I think that if they wanted to give it to Alex Shelley, they could have done it later on. Have this be the build up, fight Bully Ray and do all this other shit. Build up to it. So that way by the time either a Slammiversary or even Bound for Glory is in October. So by the time Bound for Glory would have been a perfect opportunity for a guy like Alex Shelley to win full circle, biggest event of their year, and you know what I'm saying?
You also have Slammiversary coming up, but they decided that Nick Aldis is going.
Yeah, but they could have they could have stretched that shit out. They could have stretched that shit out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I thought the title reign was too short, and I feel like I'm being spoiled in the WWE vein with their lengthy title reigns. That everybody we think about all these other title reigns, such as MJF or someone else like that. It's only a few hundred days where, your Gunthers and Romans and Biancas who, recently lost. They all have it for about a year. They're lasting. And even in Impact, or not Impact, in New Japan, title reigns, NXT, title reigns I like these long, lengthy title reigns. And whenever someone loses so quickly, like Steve Maclin did, it's a shock to me. But it doesn't, I feel like it hurts the title. I don't know. I feel like it's hurting the title more that no one can keep it. And I don't feel like Alex Shelley is a long-term champion. Like I feel like he's gonna lose it eventually, and maybe even to Manny's boy Nick Aldis.
Oh no, like I think it's Alex Shelley versus Nick Aldis at Slammiversary. So like we know who's not gonna watch Slammiversary. We know who doesn't want to fucking cover. We already know, but at the same token, it's just like Nick Aldis versus Alex Shelley. Unfortunately, is not putting asses in seats.
Oh,
Yep. It's not cutting the mustard as much as good as Nick Aldis is, as good as Alex Shelley is. Both of them meshing for the title, a title that you just won, and it just for him to probably potentially lose. It's crazy.
And I feel like that was the route they wanted to go. I think the more intriguing matchup would have been Maclin versus Aldis at Slammiversary.
If Aldis beat him at Slammiversary, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, but now it's just going to be like instant title reign, and then we're only weeks away basically from Slammiversary, and it's like bang, it could be another title change, and it doesn't excite me. It's not two champions where I go like I need to see this or collaborate for this, and it still felt like they were leading toward Bully Ray winning or whoever, but I don't want that either. I just feel like we have a heavyweight title issue. Josh Alexander wasn't the answer. I don't know who should be the face of Impact Wrestling right now. Do you have an idea?
The real answer is Moose, but Moose, gave his life for this fucking company, like type stuff. Even a guy like fucking Sammy Callahan, Eddie Edwards, those guys, like they was the company type
They've
stuff.
been there. Like, they haven't built anybody.
They need to build, and unfortunately, I don't see. They really don't got nobody to build off of. Trinity just showed up on fucking Impact, so that's like fresh eyes or whatever the hell. But unless they get like an outstanding free agent, somebody that has not been in Impact before, it's
really hard to do because out there AEW scooping up everybody and just announcing everybody's all elite, and it's really hard to get somebody. Like I can see people who are out there who are in this Ring of Honor AEW stage who aren't really doing much, but can also get like a prop who would be good for Impact. If whether you like it or not, Andrade would be good for Impact. That would be good. Or
with the Los Ingobernables faction or La Faction and Ingobernables faction, have some Spanish, make it work, make it happen. They have the roster for it.
Lee Moriarty, someone also not doing nothing. Big Bill should have never left Impact. He could have been there. He could have been one of the faces, but I feel like they do right now in the men's division mostly. The women's division, I feel is fine. I feel like they're fine.
They're one of the men's division in the world,
Yeah. In the men's division, though, the heavyweight champion, they do not have a face of the company. And that seems to be the problem with Impact. I think that's what's not bringing eyes to the product at all, is that they do not have that face. Moose, like you brought up, has just recently became a free agent. And so he can bounce anywhere.
Jordan Grace just left too. It's super tough for Impact right now because now it's like every time that they fucking have somebody, they dip, and then they dip to be better. AJ Styles did it. Fucking LA Knight did it. Fucking just there's a plethora of people. Bobby Roode, fucking, even though he's not doing much better, but Drew Galloway.
Yeah, he's injured. He's injured, but
Drew Galloway or Drew McIntyre, for those like that don't know. Like when he came to Impact, he was the shot. He was the shot that
stand up for wrestling.
You know what I'm saying?
So the journey for them should be to find that new up-and-coming face. Otherwise, they're falling in that same category as NWA is. I don't know who the face of this company is. And you can say Tyrus, but whatever. He's not putting asses in seats.
He's the heel champion. They need to build a baby face. NWA is trying to build Ricky Morton's kid, Kerry Morton, to be the next new thing, baby face. It helps. It doesn't, you're a legacy guy, priceless. You're a legacy guy. Build the company up and stuff like that. They did lose a lot of people due to like death, like Jofi should the question
Yeah.
mark was the question mark. The Black Jesus is there, but he's got cancer and stuff. So
Yeah. Jesus.
you know,
Just curse. But let's go
their
back to
their
against our.
their face. They should be focused on the women's division. Camille is doing great things with the Burke. Like what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
Burke, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, is the NWA Women's Championship. Mildred Burke was the first one ever to hold that motherfucker. So Camille is now the current champion. She's held it as just as long as probably Nick Aldis held the NWA World Heavyweight
About
Championship.
700 plus days.
So
I think it was at
she's
730
slowly
something
working.
last time I looked.
She's slowly working her way to becoming one of the better women's wrestlers in the world. She's not there yet because of the people that she's faced. Is like, oh, this indie person, this indie person, this indie person, and then a top star from like AEW or New Japan, and then this indie person. Like you're defending it frequently, but it's who you're defending it against. I'm not saying those matches are bad. I'm not saying that they're good. I'm not saying that, and like it's not indifferent. Like she's winning her matches. That's plain and simple. But Impact needs to do what they did. They need to do with their men's division what their women's division already had done, and that's keep it fresh, keep it going. There's new stars mixed with old stars, fresh things, fresh ideas. Let's have it. Like
So
they don't.
with that being said, what do you think of the new champion, fresh young face Chris Sabin beating Trey Miguel?
This is fine for me because like I'm not a big fan of people like desecrating titles and stuff like that. So he needed to do something about that a long ass time ago. I like Trey Miguel. He's one of like I'm surprised that WWE didn't pick him up because now Wesley. I mean, even though Wesley is like the North American champion or whatever, not like I think that they missed an opportunity, especially with like Zachary Wentz and fucking Wesley and Trey Miguel. They could have done the Rascal thing really well with three of them
I think they tried Trey Miguel, but then there was some form of conflict. I forget what the story was about, but they had some conflict in which they didn't sign him as well. Like I think they tried to get all three, but something happened between WWE and Trey Miguel, or I can't remember exactly what happened where he didn't sign with them, and it was like go back to Impact. And I don't even think it was, but I think it was something about like schedule or something. I forgot. I forget
he
what it is.
he was booked. He was booked already, and then WWE's like, "Well, you gotta fucking cancel that show." He's like, "I'm not canceling my fucking shit. This is my money. This is my money right now. If I'm gonna make money later, cool. But like, damn, you're not gonna stop my flow right now."
But his losing the X Division title to Chris Sabin, I'm against it unless they're gonna move Trey Miguel to the heavyweight picture or something like that, and bring a fresh face to their title or something. I'm for it, but I felt like I was digging his run. I was digging the run. Chris Sabin, legacy guy, had a been an Impact. This is like the 20th time, nine-time X Division champion. It's fine. I guess they did it more for the optics of the ending of him and Shelley having the titles at the end or something, but. I was more. It was the best match of the show for sure. That was my favorite match of the show, the X Division match. But I just feel like I would have kept it on Miguel. I would have kept it on him. I was enjoying the run. Like he had the best title run within the company right now. But it's over.
What about ABC?
Oh yeah, forget about them. I forget it. That's tag, man. That's tag. No, they're having they were having the second best title reign in the run because. For me, I feel like they were running out of people to fight as well. Like they're running through that division. They're doing a very good job. Like I'm really enjoying ABC as a tag team, and I just think that they are running out of people to go. They're still champions after X amount of days. Hopefully, they keep their run going. They're not going to lose it at Slammiversary whenever they fight, whoever they fight.
I have a feeling that this is going to be something similar, recreation to the North. Remember fucking Josh Alexander, Ethan Page, like they were a great tag team, like super good, like together, like and then you remove both of them from each other, and now they're fucking way down the wayside. Like,
are you saying that about Ace Austin and Chris Bay? Like, they get separated, it's over.
Yeah, I believe so. Because, like, I mean, think about it like this: when Chris Bay and Ace Austin first, like, linked up, that, like, they fought each other, so they know each other back and, like, they had great matches against each other. If you go back to the Impact archives, they have great matches against each other for, like, X Division championships, number one contender matches, multi-man matches. They kick the fuck out of each other. And now them as a tag team is just like, it's magic. It's super gold. It's like simple. So
yeah.
But
I think separate they'd still be fine. I think they'd be fine. But I do like them better as a tag team. Like, it does really work. Like, this is a really good tag team. Very fast paced. They're a younger version, basically, of the Motor City Machine Guns and the Young Bucks. Like, they're just in the prime. They're still coming up with new stuff and quicker moves, tag team moves. Like, it's a nice tag team. I like them together. I hope they keep their titles longer. I honestly don't see who's going to beat them in the near future, but we'll see what their challenges are for Slammiversary. Dog collar match, Masha Slammiversary versus Killer Kelly. Really good match.
Killer Kelly is that bitch. But I've been through that a long ass time ago. Been through that. I watch a lot of her shit in GCW, on the indie circuit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I watch a lot of Shimmer, a lot of Shine,
Yeah.
She's really like that. She's had great matches with the likes of, like, Gigi Dolan and JC Jane and Scarlett. Freaking, like, she had these matches before. Like, it's not nothing new to her.
Yeah. So I believe in time she'll probably be in line after the Trinity and Peraza fuse over. Her or Slebovich will be probably the next challenger for that title.
I cannot wait for Masha to fucking win, dog. Like, I'm so over it. She should have won a long ass time ago. She should have beat Thicky James a long ass time ago.
So. Hey, she was busy being GCW champion and recently lost.
She just lost.
Was it last week? I know she just lost it last week to Bray Christian.
So,
which had the entire I won't say arena, but the entire GCW arena. I'm just gonna say it, and a bunch of trash filled the ring and every day. Like, how could you do it? But it was a nice cash in, worthy. She got her ass whooped in a match, and then came out and basically picked the bones. But good dog collar match. Overall, I thought Against All Odds was a solid pay per view. What do you think of the 841?
It's an interesting concept. Impact is probably one of the more innovative companies that try new shit all the fucking time. It's like, I like new ideas to be brought, but it just has to work. King of the Mountain, it worked. The fucking
I wasn't a fan.
King of the Mountain works. King of the Mountain works. Plain and simple. Option C.
I don't like King of the Mountain.
The option C, the cash in of the X Division Championship to become world champion, it exists. Don't be surprised if Chris Sabin fucking turns on fucking Alex Shelley to go after that fucking world title. You heard it here first. Fucking the Ultimate X, that works. Freaking, like stuff of that nature. The Casino Battle Royal in freaking AEW, that kind of works. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just few things that they could fucking tweak to make it like, it's their version of the Royal Rumble, the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but they have it like every pay-per-view
version of the Battle Royal. Like, it's crazy. Like, I like innovative matches. Money in the Bank, as much as we like to call it overhyped ladder match, the concept of it, like, that works. Feast or Fire, that works.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's the Money in the Bank, Feast or Fire, whatever Blake Christian just used on Masha Slammiversary, the cash in. The cash in thing works. I do like as well, like you said, like trying new matches. And you know what? I like this concept. I just think it should be different. I think it should be.
You want it to be Heritage Cup, because the Heritage Cup is the most boring fucking concept in goddamn fucking wrestling right now.
No. I don't want that. I don't need that. But I actually enjoyed the Heritage Cup. I don't need nothing else. I'm saying I think the 841 it could be improved. Like, I feel like if you're gonna do it, it should be more of a series, like a big thing at the end of the show. Like, this was like in the middle of the show. It's an 8-man tag. Like, I feel like we should go longer. Give it a more like drama, treat it bigger. Like, there were just pitfalls that happened. I was like, oh, that's it. Okay.
Had people in the match that need to like it's good because like have people in the match that fucking really don't like each other, but they need to work together to fucking advance on and keep going and stuff like that. So that's how they should bring it, and it should be worth something. This was what was it for? Like the number one contender?
Yeah.
Like
I'm for it, but I think this should have been like a co-main event or something. If you're gonna do something like this with a special match for the number one contender in the world title, it should be co-main event. This was kind of destroying the middle of the show before like the Design versus Ohio Valley. Ohio Valley.
Which is great, by the way. I like I like OVE back. Sawyer Fulton and fucking Jake Christ coming back, and helping out fucking Sammy Callahan beat the hell out of fucking Diener. The Design, like Alan A, like all the rejects of fucking other groups just meshed together. Like the Ascension, the Dark Order, fucking.
Ooh, you were Dark and Mysterious somewhere else, and you were a sidekick. I think you fit in OVE or the Design.
Crazy.
Oh, but yeah, I agree. I like the 841. I think it should be just if you're going to do an event, make it a big deal. Make it bigger. I feel like it could be bigger. Like, oh shit, 841. It should be like an hour long. This one was more of a 20 minute match, something like that, somewhere around. Like total between it's 2 matches, so it should be like I feel like it should be longer, maybe 40, like a 45-minute match of like, fuck, this is crazy. Who's going to come out on top? Who do I really want to see this? And it was just kind of like, oh, it's 10-10. It's like, oh, we're done. Where else are we? But that was pretty much Impact Wrestling. I keep on saying AEW. I say AEW too much. Impact Wrestling against all odds. But now we are taking ourselves to a new direction. We're going overseas to talk about a little bit of Japan. Last week, previously on the show, we were on our way to saying the G1 Climax 33, and it suddenly freeze. We're all out here saying
you gotta say it correctly. You gotta be like G1 Climax 33.
And they basically announced all the blocks, all the matches, everybody entrance and stuff, entries in there. We're gonna go by block and tell you who's the favorite out of the block and who do we think overall is going to win the G1 Climax 33.
G1 Climax 33.
All right, let's start with the A block, which is a really strong block with hopefully I have it in order. I actually didn't list the blocks. I just got names like an idiot.
So Sonata is the A block, Okada is the B block, the C block is David Finlay, and the D block is Tanahashi. So
okay, I'm in the D block. I had it backwards on my list.
D to A.
Yeah, D to A. So first block or D block: Tanahashi, Goto, Yano, Naito, Cobb, Sabre Jr., Alex Coughlin, and Shane Hayes. How do you feel about that block, and who do you feel is coming out?
Man, everybody from the top left, from Naito to Yano, they could pack it the fuck up. It's got to be one of these guys on the bottom. Jeff Cobb, Shane Hayes, Alex Coughlin, Zack Sabre Jr. That's who I would like to win the block. But if we're going by who is going to win, like who's more likely to win, you're looking at either Tetsuya Naito or Zack Sabre Jr. to win this block. Just this block.
I am going a different route. I'm going with Jeff Cobb to win this block. And then maybe close in there, maybe Tanahashi, but he's old. I know, pack it up, whatever. But I can see them going, Tanahashi's the guy. I can see them going, he's going all the way. But the top 3 is
we're going to do Tanahashi Sonata for the umpteenth time. The fuck?
Again. One more again.
One more again. That's New Japan. One more again.
One more again. In the C block, we have Tamatonga, Tamura Ishii, Shingo Takagi, Mike Nichols, Aaron Harari, Eddie Kingston, Dave Finlay, and Evil.
Evil.
What do you think of this block and who's coming out?
Yo, this is the weakest block out of all four of those blocks. Like, let's just be honest. Like I said, if we go down the fucking line, everybody is the weak. Everybody aside from Shiko Takagi is the weakest in their group, probably. David Finlay is yet to be determined because, like, you know, he just joined Bullet Club. He's now the de facto leader because he's hanging around. He's sucking on Gato's nutsack. You know, like. Everybody's the weakest in their fucking group. Like Eddie Kingston being in the G1 is actually fantastic because like this is something that probably he wanted to do. And if I wanted to pick somebody that I want to win the block, it would be Eddie Kingston. But we all know that motherfucker ain't winning this goddamn fucking block. Shiko Takagi or fucking David Finlay is gonna win this block. That's what I feel about this. But like I was saying about this whole block, everybody is the weakest version of their fucking selves. Evil is supposed to be the leader of the House of Torture, and he's been losing the most matches. Mikey Nicholas is not who I think of when I think of TMDK. Aaron Hanari is just a fucking, like, you know, he's the fall guy for the fucking United Empire. And fucking, you know, Ishii is the guy that's always there, never fucking wins.
Never won a damn thing. I'm 100% agree with you with this block. Oh, yeah.
Like Tama Tonga is like, you know, he's still trying to get his bearing. So like, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. I have Finlay winning this block. It's Finlay or Shigo winning this block. Like you have, it's either one or two. You know what? I'll go with David Finlay. Why not? But other than that, it's like this block is the weakest block. There's not like no one in this block is winning the G1. There is not there's not a part of me that's going like, you know, Aaron Harvey has a chance. And wow, he's going to fight. No, nobody here.
Eddie Kingston is going to be the Miami Heat in this fucking G1, okay? Fucking finals choke.
That would be so much fun. Honestly, if Eddie would come out and he's cutting promos and he's having these matches and he's winning and he wins the fucking block, I would support all of that. It'd be well deserved. Be like, you know what, Eddie, go ahead. But no, like, won't you, Jamal? No fucking way. I'm putting them in the bag and packing them up already because there's no way he's gonna do it. There's no way. Give us 1 month later. Eddie Kingston has won the G1.
Right? Nobody believes it.
No one believed it. Next block, Okada, your boy Yoshihashi.
Oh my fuck.
Tagaloa, El Phantasmo, Taichi, Will Ospreay, Kenta, and Great Okan. Pretty good block.
Except for Yoshihashi's bitch ass. Get him the fuck up out of there. Fuck. Matter of fact, you should have put Ishii in this block and put Yoshihashi in the other fucking block and then see who's the real tough Bishamon. Fucking bullshit. Fuck out of here.
Well, that's because this block not playing.
This is the sleeper block. Like anybody here can win the G1 except for Yoshihashi. Anybody?
Wait, Tagaloa ain't winning.
I said could. I said could. Right?
Yeah,
I said
but
could.
that's like saying Eddie Kingston could.
Look, Eddie Kingston is the one out of the fucking many. This is the many out of the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck. Okada has a great chance. Phantasmo has a lot to prove because he's a man on a single island by himself. He has a lot to fucking prove. Will Ospreay, obviously United Empire strong, #1 contender for the fucking IWGP United States Championship. He might win, he might not. We don't know. He might walk into the G1 with the United States Championship. Kenta, never openweight strong champion. Kenta is walking into the G1 with that. Great Okan, he's shown great Great Okan is what Sonata was 5 years ago in the G1. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then Taichi is just Taichi. Like, you know,
Taichi ain't going nowhere.
Taichi ain't going nowhere. He surprised me. He surprised me in 2019 or 2020 when he was doing that fucking sumo bullshit. You know, I'm gonna be your coach now. Like, no, you're not. Like,
not happening. But probably Okada. It's like a 90% chance Okada's coming out this
My
block.
fucking God. I got Great Okan just because I don't want to fucking say Okada. Great Okan's gonna win this block.
Like it's either Okada or Ospreay, which is
I can agree with Ospreay. Ospreay is both of our secondary, but yeah, Great.
either one of those.
Great Oka.
Great Okan. That's he's the Eddie Kingston for you in this one. Like I'm rooting for you. But I don't know. I don't think you're gonna do it.
If that was the case, then I'd fucking pick El Phantasmo to win. Like, this is Phantasmo's time to fucking shine. And it's gonna be interesting because El Phantasmo fucking kicked out Tangaloa from the Bullet Club. So now that he's a man on an island on his own, is that respect? Is that war? Is that beef? Like, what's good with that? Like, I want to see that shit. So, you know what I mean? There's a lot of shit here. Will Ospreay versus Great Okan is gonna go crazy. Fucking Yoshihashi versus Okada. Does Yoshihashi do the unthinkable and beat a guy like Kazuchika Okada? Does Tai Chi does the unthinkable and beat a guy like Okada? Like Okada's got a target on his back, and he's only in the B block.
All right, the final block.
Sonata,
Shura Umino, Rita, Sutai.
Rita.
I say it all in one word, okay? Rita. Rita. I say Rita. One word, one shot. Hikulegu, Gabriel Kidd, Kiyomiya, Chase Owens. Who you got?
All right, so this block is incredible, actually. Aside from Gabriel Kidd being here, it's an incredible block. Gabriel Kidd, watching him from WCPW all the way to now has grown significantly, but like he's on some Gaijin shit right now. I'm telling you. So don't be surprised that he shows out hard. Like he's man, watch out for Gabriel Kidd in this thing. And I think the implosion of Bullet Club starts here. Like him and Chase Owens gonna have a match, and he's gonna be like, "You're fucking done. You're over. You're not a fucking killer. Fuck you, and I'm gonna beat your ass." And then Chase Owens gonna be like, "I've always been Bullet Club, so fuck you, you fucking boot, like fucking rookie, or something shit like that." You know what I'm saying? As opposed to who's gonna win the block. Sonata got a strong case. Tsuji got a strong case. Umino definitely got a strong case, especially if the Blackpool Combat Club. But the story of this block is really Kiyomiya being in this fucking G1 at all. If Kiyomiya fucks around and wins the G1 Climax 33 and goes on to fucking face the IWGP World Champion and wins, that's insane, dog. That is
it's a lot of hoping. It sounds insane.
It's not. It's not.
It's hope. A lot of hoping. It's a lot of hoping.
Look, peep this out, though. Okay, I say this because we've seen this in the past with guys like Yuji Nagata. Yuji Nagata has done this before. Satoshi Kojima has done it before. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been done before. It just hasn't been done lately, and this could be the lately right now. If Okada wins his block, for example, if Okada wins that B block that I don't want him to win, and Kiyomiya wins this block, that's that match that I want to fucking see. That's that match I want to fucking see. You know what I'm saying? Imagine an Okada Kiyomiya final in the G1.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Or something along those lines. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well done. Even well done. Don't have it happening for me, though. Don't have it happening. I haven't been in there. I haven't having a really good showing. But I got Sonata showing out and winning. I got it going down to Kiyomiya and Sonata winning this block. First round. I think Sonata's going to win. I got Sonata win the whole thing. And I don't like it either. But Sonata's gonna win the whole thing. They're gonna try to establish Sonata more. I don't
know how much more they need to establish Sonata. Sonata doesn't really need to do anything. He's proven himself and known. Like, I'm not saying he's proven himself with the world title. I'm saying he's proven himself by virtue of just being who the fuck he is. Like, he's a former X Division champion. Like, he's like, you know what I'm saying?
But hold on, when you look at Sonata, do you look at him the same way you look at your Okadas, your Tanahashis, or we world champions or your Omegas, just your world champions, Bushis or Ospreys? Do you look at him like that?
He's not on Ibushi's level. He's comparable to Okada, just probably slightly more athletic, but without the appeal, because he's fucking silent, like the silent killer type deal. So, like, it is what it is. No, I don't see him as the super mega star that Tanahashi still has, or fucking a Yuji Nagata, a Kazuchika Okada,
or not even Naito,
a fucking Kiyomiya from fucking another company. Like, Gogo Shizaki just came back and he's not even there. So
yeah, so I think the only way to establish him, he has to come out the block, and he probably is going to win the G1 because he's not on that level. He's not on the level of previous world IWGP champion. I said whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. He's a previous champion, IWGP champion. He needs to be established as one of those top guys, and I feel like the only way he can do it is by either, of course, winning his block. I think he's going to win his block, and to winning the G1 and just picking his opponent.
I'm going to ask the Lumber Chat, who do you think is going to win the G1?
Oh, yeah. long list. Who's winning?
For those that's not in the Lumber Chat, for those that's watching this at a later time, at a later date, that's not watching it live, leave in the comments below who do you think is going to win the blocks and also the G1 Climax. 33! Ow.
Yeah. See, you're going to injure yourself. I just said that. No one got hurt. I didn't have to hit nothing. I didn't have to punch anything. No one got hurt. All right. Now that we covered that, I'm going to throw a curveball at you. Recently on NXT, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker are going to have a little match or whatever.
Is it for the world title? Is it for the world title?
For the world title on NXT.
Or the world title on NXT?
On NXT next week. Next week.
I know what I'm watching on Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm going to see what that brings. This is going to be the Braun Breaker, please rise to the main roster card or whatever. And it's also going to bring you eyes to NXT. But whatever, that's not the main question here, but it's in that vein. If Seth Rollins were to go to other promotions, what promotion would you want to see him wrestle with the world title? If the WWE was like, hey, let's take this world title anywhere and let's have fun with this, where would you like Seth Rollins to show up next?
Impact or NWA? Easy.
NWA?
Yes. Put the NWA over. Even when you lose, we know you're going to lose. Go places where niggas need to come up. You don't need to go to AEW. You don't need to do that.
Oh no, he's not going there. No, I was comfortable saying it's nothing happening with him in AEW. There is nothing WWE's gonna do. They don't.
But again, like I said, like regardless if that was a good working relationship or not, I don't want to see him go to New Japan. At least not yet. I don't go to fucking Pro Wrestling Noah. Go to fucking Dragon Gate. Go to CMLL. Wrestle somebody from Mexico over there. Go to fucking WSU out in fucking Australia. Go to the fucking New Zealand. Go to fucking Progress. Go wrestle fucking the Black Swan guy from Progress. Go do that. Fucking I'm serious. I'm so serious. Like, end up in GCW and fucking wrestle Matt Cardona one time for the one time.
Ooh.
Like,
now that's a different one. That is a different one. I didn't even think of that. Like going to GCW, like maybe, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. But who's your ultimate answer? Who's your answer? Who you got?
It would be Impact or the NWA because they need it.
Who's the wrestler? Who's he wrestling?
See, that's the tough part. Finding somebody that's worthy to wrestle the caliber likes of Seth Rollins, which they have it. But then again, like, the world champion could step up. Hey, Alex Shelley is right there. He's wrestled just as long as Seth Rollins has, if not longer. Hey, wrestle me. I'm the world champion here. You got guys like Rich Swann that could be like, "Hey, I was in the company before. I never got my shot. Fucking, what's up?" Like, um, Moose versus Seth would go crazy. Fucking, Trey Miguel versus Seth would go crazy. Like, especially his disrespectful run here. He's like, I'm gonna spray the title too, just green, just I'm gonna spray that shit too. Fuck you talking about. And yeah, man, like Tyrus versus Seth Rollins for who's the real world champion is
I'm gonna go for the record. I'm gonna go. I do not want to see Tyrus and Seth. I'll watch anything. I'll watch anything unless he's taking the NWA title from him. Unless it's title for title, there is no way I would need to see that match.
Hello. That's what I'm talking about.
They're not gonna put the NWA title on Seth. That's all they got. That's all they got with Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan needs money. Who's got money? Vince McMahon got mad money. Oh, by the way, take the world title with you, and then you could promote both of the fucking world titles. Now Seth is a dual champion too, even though they just got rid of a fucking dual title. But then Seth could claim he got both belts and stuff like that.
He's going to be carrying the NWA title, and Roman's going to be like, no one has acknowledged that title in 40 years. Like, I haven't seen. What is that?
It's 50 years, but okay.
It's probably been. I was being generous.
It's fucking 50. Oh man!
Last time I saw that title, Ricky Steamboat defeated Ric Flair at some gas station or something.
Tough.
That was the end. But yep. I like the Impact choice of Trey Miguel or someone around that line, or even Maclin or Moose or whoever is out there. That's a good one. For me personally, I'm sending them to Japan, of course. I'm sending them to Japan. I think that'd just be fun.
Him and Okada is the match. Not Tanahashi. Tanahashi would be the him versus John Cena type shit. But him versus Okada, him versus Sanada, him versus anybody.
Yeah, it's him versus anybody in Japan for me. Whether it's Jeff Cobb, Minoru Suzuki randomly, or Okada,
Ospreay versus fucking Seth Rollins would go crazy.
And what prompted this question for me, Jamal, was the tweet from Ospreay when Rollins was going. They're gonna have Money in the Bank in England or whatever at the O2, and Ospreay tweeted, "Oh yeah, it's like 25 minutes away from my house. If you ever want to do this and find out who the best really is." And I was like, "Oh, that's what triggered all this." And I was like, "Will Ospreay Seth if he just did like a tour stop with whatever for I don't know what indie fucking
5 minutes from my house, mate."
Yeah. I don't know what show in London he can just show up and be like, all right, we can just do something here. But that would be nice. That'd be really nice.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ospreay buys a ticket for All the United Empire and they just sit like in the front row during his match.
Oh, that would be cool. That'd be nice. Nice little tease of stuff. That's all I need. Just tease.
Even though nothing would happen, just like United Empire just in the row, like you see like down the line, you're like, oh damn, that's Great O'Khan, Jeff Cobb, fucking Akira, TJP, it just goes down, man.
We'll have Databee's encyclopedia, Michael Cole reciting all of this. Indie wrestling specialist. Even though since Vince McMahon's come back, he has stopped all that. He had a streak of bringing up people's indies career for a moment, and then he stopped as soon as Vince McMahon came back.
Tough.
Would they? Nah, I don't think for Mania. I don't think of Mania.
That's a big deal.
That's a really huge deal. But I don't know about Mania. I think they'd probably do it for the other shows. Maybe if they're UK, maybe some type of UK show, or if it is local here, it wouldn't probably be Mania. I don't know what they were planned for Mania, but that would be whoever didn't win the Rumble, then they're gonna push everybody else back who you wanted to get pushed. I don't think the WWE works like that to give someone like a big showcasing match who's not in their company at WrestleMania. But they've never done anything like this. I really hope that they explore more bitches with this world title though. Like go just
they
go
have
crazy
an
with it.
opportunity. They have an opportunity to make this like really a world title. Like
Yeah.
set to go like once a month or twice a month to somewhere else and challenge. Like
Yeah.
Seth Rollins versus Heel Del Vikingo would go crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking him versus Andrade would definitely. I mean, we've seen it before, but in a different scope, especially
Different
in a
context.
yeah. Put him in the six-sided ring and wrestle for the world title. That would be nice.
Yeah. So a lot of possibilities. Hopefully, again, as we plead with the WWE universe or whoever the powers that be,
The multiverse of
yeah, let's make this a real world title. Let's go crazy with this. Let's just have people go around. And it was doing it for Tyson Fury and Jabronis, like Tyson Fury and Logan Paul.
which is why I don't see why not.
Yeah. I say what else would be
Even
nice.
Stephen Amell did it years earlier.
Excuse me.
Stephen Amell did it years earlier. Drew Carey did it years earlier than that.
If Snooki did it. If Snooki can do it, anybody can do it.
You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck.
Just let's go. World title. Let's have one-offs with random people. These open challenges can be so much fun because you will always have that Royal Rumble mindset. Who the fuck's coming out on Raw this week? You're like, oh shit. You know, maybe it's not the biggest name in the world, but you will every week you go, let me look up this person. Be like, oh shit, that's so and so, or oh man, Kenta's gonna wrestle Rollins one time this week, or whatever.
And then it just shows, like, you know, the champions that's gonna lose, but it shows that champion on a big stage, and then hey, watch this show or watch that show or watch this show or something like that.
And even if it's not about the showcasing of other wrestlers, I think it make that title feel more special if that everybody is up for grabs against anybody. It's like the 24/7 title with structured rules and anybody can be champion at any given moment. And you know, it's separated from Roman's belt, which is the main title anyway.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny for the title.
Bad Bunny for the title. Bad Bunny versus Rollins. Book it.
Book it.
Book it. Puerto Rico 2. Puerto Rico 2. Seth Rollins versus Bad Bunny.
Hey, if Seth Rollins can pull out a decent match with Omos, him and Bad Bunny may gonna be the match of the year.
We'll see what Bryan Danielson and Okada say about that. But
yeah. No. The match of the decade already, which is like.
They didn't even touch yet.
They haven't even touched it yet. We haven't had a face-to-face. All we had was an announcement. This is happening. But that concludes our show today. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. You leave your comments on who you think is winning the G1. Or what would you like from Seth Rollins? Where would you like Seth Rollins to appear randomly? If he could magically appear randomly in different wrestling promotions. If WWE allows that.
WCW.
I think, honestly, as much as I'm saying him going to Japan would just be amazing, just going a quick run over there, whatever it may be, I think a random match with him and Matt Cardona at GCW would be fun as hell.
It would go wild. You could just see all the dudes that be shitting on WWE still chanting, whoa. Whoa. Like, it brings that dynamic, and then, like, you know, obviously Matt Cardona is a completely different wrestler than Zack Ryder is. So yeah, you know,
it would be fun. I can see Triple H going, if you fucking get hurt there, I kill everybody. Don't you get hurt.
I don't see him getting hurt there.
No, he ain't gonna do no bullshit. I don't think it's gonna be a death match for everything. Or like you get light bulbs over your head or anything like that.
He'll fucking try it.
I think it'd be the simplest of that. Like, you know, you may jump through a door at best. You're not gonna get light tubes over your face or wrist.
Yeah, right, Jackson. You okay, bud? You okay? All right. I'm looking at
Jackson's okay.
A monitor.
But that does conclude. Oh, that does conclude today's show. Again, check out Jamal where he's covered all of the G1 climaxes up to the 32. I don't think he's had anything up there for 33 yet. Maybe some new content coming soon. But go to his SoundCloud, Three Faces of Jamal, listed below in the description below to get the entire history of the G1 and more. Exclusive, unique, amazing, astonishing,
Damn.
archived content that you can get nowhere else.
Yeah, I should finish up the G1 before fucking G1 33 comes up. We'll even talk about the latest and greatest G1 Climax
32. Who won that one again? Is that Okada last year?
It was Okada.
Yep. Again! He's doing it again this year! Okada. God damn it, he better not do it again.
That nigga won again.
Not again.
And then he won the title at fucking goddamn. Oh my
goddamn you, Okada.
Okada!
I want that in Rainmaker polls. Dramatic screaming and then Rainmaker. Okada!
There's the best of right there. Okada! Just raining. You're just in the shower. Okada!
Okada!
You know what? I'm gonna make it short. It's gonna be like me. Okada!
And then find me tomorrow live, Untitled Media Market Show, where we cover AEW Dynamite.
It's gonna be good tonight. It's gonna be good. MJF, Adam Cole, baby. It's gonna happen.
If you go in it should be good. Hopefully this match does happen. I'm skeptical that we're about to get this shit for free on TV.
We're about to get this shit on TV.
MJF wrestling on TV in general, that doesn't really happen. He had a tag match.
The thing is, if Adam Cole wins, then he's going to lose.
At the pay-per-view at Forbidden Door or whatever.
Cole wins, then he will lose at whenever they challenge.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't believe
he
loses this title.
But if he fucking loses by buffoonery or tomfoolery or whatever not, and then he gets his opportunity, expect Adam Cole to be world champion.
Be nice. I'm just gonna throw up these random comments. Daniel said beating Okada and then return for the favorite Wrestling King, dude. Possibly. So he spoils us with wrestling and not so much with story. Also true.
Yeah, he needs
to work on that. You need to work on that, Tony.
Gotta stay off the coke, man. He's in love with the coke.
So yeah, tune in tonight to Dynamite so you can hear our recap of what happened on Dynamite and what happened on NXT. Didn't realize that was breaking news.
Collision
coming up. Watch along. Collision this Saturday.
CM Punk.
The return of CM Punk.
For a long time. First time in a long time.
Having a 6-man tag with FTR versus Samoa Joe and
that's CMFTR, okay? They got the shirt. The shirt is out. CMFTR.
Once you get a shirt, it's official, like Y2 Jericho. Shit.
The Bucks of Jericho. Y2 Bucks. Y2 Bucks.
Who the fuck is the other tag team? Who's Joe team with? I totally forgot. Who is he team with?
Who?
Joe. That's for collision match.
It's
blanking out.
I think it's Swerve and Cage.
Is it the embassy? Is Swerve and Cage?
I would have to look.
Whatever. You're gonna watch it anyway.
CM Punk returns on Saturday.
Yeah. Just tune in Saturday. They're going to have CM Punk who's going to say some shit. And he needs to say some shit. If he just wrestles, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. He needs to say some shit because that's what we pay the CM Punk for in 2023 is to hear him say shit. I'm telling you, that's all I care about.
Tough.
But until this weekend, until tomorrow, till Friday, see you guys. Peace out. Have a good night. Be blessed. Stay safe. Enjoy your G1
on the wolf pack.
Lessons to be learned.